video reading. This is going to be the Dark Beginnings set. I guess Dark Beginnings, number 1. Yeah, I think this is a pretty massive list. There's like, wait, this is actually, wait a minute, this might be like 250 cards. Okay, hold on, I might need to like take a break during this. That's going to be like a 5-hour video of just reading, but anyway, hope you enjoy. Since this is so long, let's get right into it. Penguin Knight. When this card is sent directly from your deck to the graveyard by an effect of a card controlled by your opponent, unite your graveyard cards with your own deck, shuffle them and form a new deck. What? Okay, I get what it's saying, it's just funny. Axe of Despair. Increase the attack of a monster equipped with this card by 1,000 points. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, if you tribute one monster inside the field, this card returns to the top of your deck. Pretty good. Black Pendant. Increase the attack of a monster equipped with this card by 500 points. So when this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent's life wounds. Horn of Light. Increase the defense of a monster equipped with this card by 800 points. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, if you pay 500 life points, this card returns to the top of your deck. Malevolent Nuzzler. Increase the attack of a monster equipped with this card by 700 points. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, if you pay 500 life points, this card returns to the top of your deck. Pretty spicy. Spellbinding Circle and OG. Select one monster. As long as this card remains face up on the field, the selected monster cannot attack or change its battle position. When the selected monster is destroyed, this card is also destroyed. Electric Snake. When this card is discarded from your hand to the graveyard by an effect of a card controlled by your opponent, draw 2 cards from your deck. I can see that being somewhat active. Amoeba. When the control of this face-up card in the field shifts to your opponent, inflict 2,000 points of damage to your opponent's life points. This effect can only be used once as long as this card remains face-up on the field. Mahavailo. Increase the attack of this card by 500 points for each equipped card, spell card equipped to this card. Cool. Minar. It kind of looks like a bug. When this card is discarded directly from your hand to the graveyard by an effect of a card controlled by your opponent, inflict 1,000 points of damage to your opponent's life points. 1,000. Gringle has got big shoes. When the control of this face-up card in the field shift to your opponent, increase your life points by 3,000. Wow. This effect can only be used once as long as this card remains face-up on the field. Hero's Shadow Scout. Flip. Your opponent draws 3 cards. Both players look at the cards. If any other spell or traps among them, discard all the spell cards to the graveyard. That doesn't seem that good. Invader of the Throne. Flip, select one monster on your opponent's side of the field and switch the control with this card. This effect cannot be activated during the battle phase. Okay. I feel like that'd be the best phase. Wait, that actually stinks. Slot Machine. The machine's ability is so said to be... I guess I'll just reread that. The machine's ability is said to vary according to its slot results. Ooh. This shouldn't be the first time this card's in this set. I forgot which one it was in though. Select one monster on your opponent's side of the field and equip it to this card. This effect can only be used once per turn, and you can equip one monster at a time to this card. The attack and defense of this card The attack and defense of this card become the same amounts as the monster is equipped to this card. If this card is destroyed as a result of battle, the equipped monster is destroyed instead. And any battle damage you receive from battle is also inflicted to your opponent's life points. Opponent has got to chill that card. Red Archery Girl. The archer that hides in a protective shell waiting for the right moment to strike. Some of these cards are a little hard to see because it's like I'm just really zoomed in so I can see from this far away. Gravekeeper's Servant isn't still played today. Unless your opponent sends one card from the top of his or deck to the graveyard, he or she cannot declare an attack. Unless your opponent... Yeah, wait. This card confuses me because unless your opponent sends one card top, is that like you can just do it, or is that like you have to have a card that activates an effect to send a card from the top of your deck to the graveyard, if that makes sense? I forgot exactly what the ruling is. Upstart Goblin, draw one card from your deck, increase your life points by 1,000 life points. So increase your opponent's life points, not your life points. Toll, each player must pay 500 life points to declare an attack. Kinda cool. Final Destination, discard 5 cards from your hand, destroy all cards on the field. Big risk though. Snatch Steal, take control of your opponent's monster on your opponent's side of the field that is equipped with this card. Take control of a monster on your opponent's side of the field, increase your life points by 1,000 points during each of his or her standby phase. Wait, I'm confused. Take control of a monster on your opponent's side of the field that is equipped. I know what this card does, but like reading this just doesn't make sense. Anyway, that's what it does. Chorus of Sanctuary. Increase the attack of all defense position monsters by 500 points. Cool. Confiscation. Pay 1,000 life points. Look at your opponent's hand. Select one card among them and discard to the graveyard. Yeah, it's always spicy. I love this card. I think it's banned alright. I think so. Delinquent Duo. Pay 1,000 life points. Your opponent randomly selects and discards one card from his or her hand, and then selects and discards all other cards from his or her hand. That's spicy. I'm pretty sure that's banned also. Fairy's Hand Mirror. Switch the opponent's spell card effect that designates one monster as a target to another correct target. Tailor of the Fickle. Switch one equipped spell card equipped to a monster to another correct target. Rush Recklessly. Increase, that's a quick effect. Quick spell. Increase one face-up monster's attack by 700 points till the end of the turn. The Reliable Guardian. Increase one face-up monster's defense by 700 points to the end phase. The Forceful Sentry. Look at your opponent's hand, select one card among them and return it to his or her deck. The deck is then shuffled. That's spicy. That's not banned. I'm pretty sure I might add that to my deck. Chain Energy. Each player must pay 500 points per card to normal summon, special summon, set, or activate cards from his or her respective hand. Spicy. MSD, Mystical Space Typhoon. Destroy one spell or trap card on the field. Love that card. Giant Trunade. Return all spell and trap cards on the field to the respective owner's hands. Still banned to this day. Painful Choice. Select 5 cards from your deck and show them to your opponent. Your opponent selects one card among them. Add that card to your hand and discard the remaining cards to the graveyard. Pretty sure this is banned too. Kind of reminds me of like Attack on Titan for some reason. The Horn of the Unicorn. Increase the attack and defense of a monster equipped with this card by 700 points. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, it returns to the top of your deck. Labyrinth Wall. These walls form a labyrinth with no exit for enemies. 3,000 defense. My entire life I thought this was made of hay, but I realized it's a rock monster. So it has to be made of rocks or like stone. The reason why I thought that is because of Shadow Ghoul, or was it Wall Shadow? I just thought that I assumed hay was like a more easily substance to go through. Anyway, I think it makes sense. Eternal Rest. Destroy all monsters equipped with spell cards. Megamorph. While your life points are lower than your opponent's, double the original attack of a monster equipped with this card. While your life points are higher, half the original attack. Mangarioran. Wow, this is small. I gotta go down for this. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card can only be special summoned while you control Toon World. You can special summon this card from your hand, but tributes are required if it is a level 5 or higher. This card cannot attack the turn it is summoned. This card cannot attack unless you pay 500 life points. So when Toon World is destroyed, destroy this card. If your opponent doesn't control a tuned monster, this card can attack your opponent directly. If your opponent controls a face-up tuned monster, you must select it as an attack target. Yeah. Manga rerun. Toon Mermaid. I think I'm gonna save myself the pain of reading these massive text messages, like the descriptions, because they're all gonna be roughly the same. You have the Toon World. If you don't, blah blah blah, you can't blah blah. They just destroy it. You can attack your opponent directly. It's the same kind of gist. It's just a Toon card. You got Toon, Summons, Gold. The Toon monsters are pretty cool, to be honest. The vibe was there. Heroes on Rinru. I don't know. A dragon created from a massive diamond that sparkles with blinding light. I always thought this was like a beautiful card, beautiful dragon. I mean, it just is, but 2800 defense. Like, why would you play this over Blue Eyes? Probably wouldn't. Toon World. Pay 1000 life points to activate this card. Toon World. Cyberjar flip effect. Yeah, this card's still banned, I'm pretty sure. Destroy all monsters on the field. Both players then pick up 5 cards from the top of their respective decks and summon all level 4 lower monster cards among them on the field in attack, face-up attack position, or face-down defense position. For the rest of the cards picked up are added to their respective hands. Banisher of the Light. As long as this card remains face-up on the field, any card sent to the graveyard is removed from play instead. Giant Rat. When this card is sent to the graveyard to result of battle, you can special summon one earthy monster with an attack of 1500 or less in face-up attack position from your deck. Then shuffle your deck. Senjuv, the Thousand Hands. When this card is normal summon or flip summon, you can select one ritual monster card from your deck and add it to your hand. Then shuffle your deck. Still played today in ritual decks, obviously. Ufo Turtle. When this card is sent to the graveyard as a result of battle, you can special summon one fire monster with an attack of 1500 or less in a face-up attack position from your deck. Then shuffle your deck. Flash Assailant. Decrease the attack and defense of this card by 400 points for each card in your hand. Kind of could be pretty cool. A 4-star 2K monster. The Karate Man. You can double the original attack of this card once per turn. If you use this effect, destroy this card during the end phase. Bro, chill. Someone got 1000 attack. Giant Germ. When this card is sent to the graveyard, result of battle, inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent's life points. You can also special summon up to 2 Giant Germ cards from your deck to your side of the field in face-up attack position. Then shuffle your deck. The Nimble Momonga. When this card is sent to the graveyard as a result of battle, increase your life points by 1000 points. You can also special summon up to 2 Nimble Momongas among his cards from your deck to your side of the field in face down defense position. Then shuffle your deck. The Shining Angel. When this card is sent to the graveyard as a result of battle, you can special summon one light monster with an attack of 1500 or less in face-up attack position from your deck. Then shuffle your deck. Mother Grizzly. When this card is sent to the graveyard as a result of battle, you can special summon one water monster with an attack of 1500 or less in face-up attack position from your deck. Then shuffle your deck. The Flying Kamakiri number 1. When this card is sent to the graveyard as a result of battle, you can special summon one wind monster with an attack of 1500 or less in face-up attack position from your deck. Then shuffle your deck. The Ceremonial Bell. As long as this card remains face-up on the field, both players must show their respective hands. That's spicy. We got Sonic Bird over here. It's basically Sonic. Like it's just a ball, like a fat bald eagle. I guess he's too fat, he can't fly, so he's got jetpacks on. When this card's normal summon or flip summon, you can select one ritual spell card from your deck and add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. Mr. Tomato, look at him. When this card is sent to the graveyard as a result of battle, you can special summon one dark monster with an attack of 1500 or less in face-up attack position from your deck. Then shuffle your deck. Kotodama. As long as this card remains face up on the field, more than one monster with the same name cannot exist face up on the field. If a monster with the same name as a face up monster in the field is normal summon or flip summon or special summon or flip face up later on, it is destroyed. Oh my gosh. What a sentence. Of monsters. What does it say? If they're summoned, flipped face up, they're destroyed at the same time. They're all destroyed. Man, this is a disaster card. Like they were trying to explain something, and they're just like, just put it all there. All that text has to be there. Gaia power. Increase the attack of all Earth monsters by 500 points and decrease their defense by 400. Yumiruka. Increase the attack of all water monsters by 500 points and decrease their defense by 400. Molten Destruction is the same card but with fire monsters. The same card but with wind monsters. Same thing with light monsters. It's actually a pretty cool one. I would just hate to read the same card 17 times in a row. Mystic Plasma Zone. Same thing, increase the attack of all dark monsters by 500 points and decrease their defense by 400. The Messenger of Peace. Neither player can declare attacks with face-up monsters with an attack of 1500 or more. Pay 100. Pay 100 life points during each of your standby phases if you do not destroy this card. That's 100 points. That's like nothing. You can have this on the turn for like 80 turns. Here we got Blue Eyes Toon Dragon and OG Classic Pegasus Monster. You got Jinzo. As long as this card remains face up on the field, trap cards cannot be activated. The effects of all face-up trap cards are negated. My boy Jinzo. The Parasite. I just remember that one dude, did Neville have this in his deck? I think he did. I was gonna curse that SOB, Neville having the Parasite. Flip, put this card face up in your opponent's deck and shuffle it. When your opponent draws this card, it is special summoned on your opponent's side of the field. The face up defense position inflicts 1000 points of damage to your opponent's side points. Then all face up monsters on your opponent's side of the field become insect type as long as it remains face up on the field. I remember this being like a lot more deadly in the anime. Light Force Sword. This card was fire in the show. Select one card randomly from your opponent's hand and is removed from play face down. Keep the card out of play for 3 of your opponent's turns. During your opponent's standby phase of the 4th turn, this card is returned to his or her hand. Chain Destruction. You can activate this card when a monster with an attack of 2000 or less is normal summoned, flip summoned, or special summoned. Destroy all monsters with the same name in the summoning player's hand and deck. The deck is then shuffled. Oh, it has to be normal summoned. Oh no, I like this card. This could help me solve a lot of problems of decks that I hate. I actually really like this card. Hold on. Chain Destruction. Okay. Time Seal. Skip the draw phase your opponent's next turn. I think this is bad because skipping the draw phase is just OP. Grave Robber. Select one card from your opponent's graveyard. You can use it as your hand until the end. You can use it as your hand until the end of the turn. If you use it, you take 2000 points of damage. What? Okay. Gift Mystical Elf. I love Mystical Elf. Increase your life points by 300 points for each monster on the field. The Eye of Truth. As long as this card remains face up on the field, your opponent must show his or her hand. Your opponent increases his or her life points by 1000 points during each of his or her standby phases if he or she has a spell card in his or her hand. The Eye of Truth. Cool. Dust Tornado. Destroy one spell trap card on your opponent's side of the field. You can then set one spell trap card from your hand. Call of the Haunted. Select one monster from your graveyard and special summon in face-up attack position. When this card is removed from the field, destroy the monster. If the monster is destroy this card. Enchanted Javelin. Increase your life points by the attack of one attacking monster. Spicy. Mirror Wall. Oh my god, did Maya had this? Yeah. Half the attack of your opponent's attacking monsters. Pay 2,000 life points to each your standby phase. If you life points. Increase your life points by 1,000 points. Also increase your life points by 100 for each numinous card in your graveyard. Okay. Forced Requisition. You can activate this card when you discard from your hand. After that, each time you discard from your hand, your opponent also must discard the same number of cards from her hand. Interesting. DNA Surgery, a throwback. Hopefully they're making a new card like this, but it's a, what do you call it? Spell card. When you activate this card, declare one type of monster. As long as this card remains face up on the field, all face up monsters become the type you declared. Spicy. Backup Soldier. You can activate this card when there are 5 or more monster cards in your graveyard. Select up to 3 monsters with an attack of 1,500 points or less. Accept effect monster cards from your deck, start from your graveyard, and add them to your hand. Not too bad. Cease Fire. Flip all face down defense position monsters on the field. Flip effects are not activated this time. Inflict 500 points of damage. Your bonus life points for each effect monster on the field. Light of Intervention. Monster cards cannot be set face down. Monsters set in defense position, normal summon and face up defense position. Respect play. During their respective turn, each player must show their opponent their hand. Spicy. Imperial Order, the throwback. As long as the card remains face up on the field, negate the effect of all spell cards on the field. Pay 7 life points for each your standby phase. If you do, this card is destroyed. Too good, they banned it. Magical Hats, the card that should be a spell card. Select 2 non-monster cards from your deck and one of your monsters on the field. Then shuffle your deck. Shuffle the 3 selected cards and set them on the field in face down defense position. The 2 cards selected from your deck are treated as monsters, attack 0/0 defense, and they're destroyed at the end of phase. You can only use this effect during your opponent's battle phase. I mean, pretty spicy, but like, yeah. Nobleman of Crossout. Destroy one face down monster and remove it from play. If the monster is a flip effect monster, both players must check their respective decks to remove all monsters with the same name from play. Then shuffle the decks. Spicy. Nobleman of Extermination. Dude, this guy's massive. That sword. Destroy one face down defense. Destroy one face down spell or trap card and remove it from play. If the card is a trap card, both players must check their respective decks and remove all the cards with the same name from play. Huh. I like this card. I think this is good against Elder Lich. Is this banned? I don't think so. Noblemen of Extermination. Let's check their decks and move and play. That's kind of spicy. The Shallow Grave. Both players select one monster from their respective graveyard and special summon them to the field in face down defense position. Premature Burial. Pay 8 life points. Select one monster from your graveyard, special summon on the field in face up attack position, and equip it to this card. When this card is destroyed, the monster is also destroyed. Morphing Jar. Flip effect. Return all monster cards in the field to respective decks and shuffle them. You and your opponent then pick up cards until they both have the same number of monster cards that were returned to each deck. Special summon the level 4 or lower monsters to the field and face down defense position. For the rest of the cards picked up are discarded to the graveyard. Absolute Anarchy. Kiseitai. When your opponent's monster attacks this card in face down defense position, this card becomes an equipped spell. Equip it to the attacking monster. No damage calculations conducted. During the end, each of your opponent's standby phase, increase your life points by half the attack of the monster equipped to this card. Oh, that's not right. It even looks like a tapeworm. Like, it just a disgusting card. Harpy's Broda. With eyes like a hawk and flying speed exceeding Mach 5. This monster is a master of the sky. Buster Blader. Oh, increase the attack of the card by 500 points for each dragon type monster in your opponent's side of the field and in your opponent's graveyard. So against the blue eyes, it's automatically 3,100. Buster Blader's OP. Look at that sword. He's so cool. I forgot about how cool this guy is. Dark Sage. I'm just kidding. Dark Sage. This card cannot be random summoner said this card can only be special summoned from your hand or your deck by triggering one Dark Magician on your side of the field when you succeed in the effective time. Wait, what? This card can only be special summoned from your hand or your deck by triggering one Dark Magician on your side of the field when you succeed in the effective time wizard. At that time, select one spell card from your deck, add it to your hand, and shuffle your deck. What's going on? I mean, that's actually super cool though. Like, this is just Dark Magician, but old. But like, it's just interesting. That's very specific. Big Shield Gardener. OG. When they negate the activation of a spell card that designated this one face down that designates this one face down monster. At that time, flip this card up in the face up defense position. If this card's attack, change the battle position of this card to attack position at the end of the damage step. Okay. How do I remember that text being on it? Blue Eyes White Dragon, the legendary dragon, is a powerful engine of destruction, virtually invincible. Very few have faced this awesome creature and lived to tell the tale. This is probably my favorite, like, Blue Eyes art. I do love the SDK and the DDS, like, style artwork, but, like, I just love this for some reason. I love the tablet in the background. But for, like, nostalgia, though, SDK and DDS is the artwork to go for. Hitotsume giant. Wait. Hitotsume. Thinking like baby metal. Hitotsume giant. A one-eyed behemoth with thick, powerful arms made for delivering power, punishing blows. Dude, that dude's shredded. Hitotsume. The one-eyed. Yeah, Hitotsume. Okay, the one-eyed giant. Hitotsume giant. Literally the one-eyed giant. Next, Flame Swordsman, probably one of the coolest, worst. This is probably the best, worst fusion summon ever. Flame Swordsman, that's it. There's nothing to it. He's just a flaming swordsman. Skull Servant, a skeleton ghost that isn't straw but can mean trouble in large numbers. Yeah, very cool. Dog Magician, the ultimate wizard in terms of attack and defense. I guess so, but he's no match for the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Gaia the Fierce Knight, a knight whose horse travels faster than the wind. His battle charge in a force to be reckoned. His battle charge is a force to be reckoned with. I guess that's a word. So cool. The ultimate jouster. Celtic Guardian. Oh, so much nostalgia. Just hit you. An elf who learned to wield a sword. He baffles enemies with lightning swift attacks. The Celtic Guardian. Mammoth Graveyard. A mammoth that protects the graves of its pack and is absolutely merciless when facing grave robbers. Silver Fang, a snow wolf that's beautiful to the eye but absolutely vicious in battle. Flame Manipulator, the spellcaster. The spellcaster attacks enemies with fire-related spells such as the Sea of Flames and Wall of Fire. Dark King of the Abyss. It's said that this king of the Netherworld once had the power to rule over the dark. Aqua Mador, a wizard of the waters that conjures a liquid wall to crush any enemies that oppose him. There's that other card yet that this like doesn't fusion into it, but like you can special summon him. It's literally him with a wall of water in the back. Masaki, the legendary swordman. It's like a throwback card too. Legendary swordsman Masaki is a veteran over 100 battles. Jeez. Dragon Capture Jar. As long as this card remains face up on the field, all face up dragon type monsters are changed to defense position and cannot change their battle positions. Umi. Increase the attack of all fish, serpent, thunder, and aqua type monsters by 200 points. Increase the attack of all machine and defense and pyro type monsters by 200 points. Dark Hole. Destroy all monsters on the field. Raigeki. Destroy monsters your opponent's side of the field. Red Medicine. Increase your life points by 500 points. Hinotama. Inflict fighter points damage, direct damage your opponent's life points with this Hinotama. Fireball. Literally, fireball. Oh yeah, fire. No, just like fires. Tama's ball. Yeah, the ball. Yeah, literally ball. Wow, we're learning. Fisher, destroy one face-up monster with the lowest attack on your opponent's side of the field. Trap ball, when your opponent normal summons, flip summons, or a monster with an attack of 100 points or more, destroy the monster. Polymerization. OP or OG, send fusion material monsters that are listed as 5 fusion monster cards from your hand to your side of the field into the graveyard and special summon that fusion monster from your fusion deck. Wow, the fusion deck. From your fusion deck, because it wasn't an extra deck, it was a fusion deck because there were only fusions. Wow, I forgot about that. Mystical elf, so mystical, so pretty, so blue. A delicate elf that lacks offense but has a terrific defense, backed by mystical power. Beaver Warrior, I always hated this card. He's too thick. I don't know, it's like meat, like beefy, like muscular rat. I just don't understand, but he's a beaver. What this creature lacks in size, it makes up for in defense when battling in the prairie. I don't think beavers exist in prairies, but so be it. Gaia the Dragon Champion, yeah, that's such a cool card. It's Gaia the Fierce Knight and Curse a Dragon. Curse a Dragon, a wicked dragon that taps into dark forces to execute a powerful attack. Super cool card. Super. Why do you have to tribute for this card? That's just dumb. Giant Soldier of Stone, a giant warrior made of stone. A punch from this creature has earth-shattering results. Urabi, I never learned to pronounce this, but a dinosaur. Fast on its feet, the dinosaur rips enemies into shreds with its sharp claws. Red Eyes Black Dragon, my favorite art on Red Eyes, so cool. A ferocious dragon with a deadly attack. So cool. Reaper of the Guards. Flip effect, whoa. 1380 attack, 1930 defense. Ooh. What kind of animal, absolute madman, designed the attack and defense on this card? What kind of math are we trying to do here? Select the one trap card in the field and destroy it. If the selected card is set, pick up and see the card. If it's a trap card, it's destroyed. If it's a spell card, return to its original position. Okay. Stop defense. Select the one defense position monster opponents at the field and change it to attack position. Swords are revealing light. Flip all face down monsters from opponents at the field face up. This card remains face up on the field for 3 of your opponent's turn. As long as this card remains face up on the field, your opponent cannot declare an attack. Armed Ninja Flip. If flip effect, select the one face up card in the field. Select the one spell card in the field and destroy it. If the selected card is set, pick up and see the card. If it is a spell card, destroy. If it's a trap card, return to original position. Man-eating bug. Destroy. Flip effect, destroy one monster on the field. Kinda spicy, to be honest. Hane, or is it Hane? Let's see, what is Hane? Hane, that's actually a thing. Hane's feather, bloom, wing, badminton. Hane. Japanese badminton. I don't think that doesn't fit. Select one monster in the field, return to its owner's hand. Monster Reborn. Select one monster on either side of your... select one monster either you or your opponent's graveyard special summon to select the monster on your side of the field. Pot of Greed. I have no idea what this card does. The right leg of the Forbidden One. A forbidden right leg is sealed by magic. Whatever breaks this seal will know infinite power. The forbidden right leg. The forbidden left leg of the Forbidden One. A forbidden left leg sealed by magic. Whatever breaks this will know infinite power. The forbidden right arm sealed by magic. Yeah, we get the gist. And then there's the head Yugioh, the Forbidden One. When you have the right leg and have all the legs and arms and everything like that, you win the duel. You win the game. I still remember I was in Toys R Us like as a kid. Like I'd never forget this. And it was a Toys R Us I'd never really been to. It was my first time. My grandpa took me, and I'm walking out, and some little dude flashes me an Exodia head. And I'm like, that was still like a life-defining moment in my like life. I guess that's what life-defining. I just remember. I see him flashing me that Exodia. I'm just like, oh my god, he has the Exodia. Anyway, Feral Imp, a playful little fiend that lurks in the dark, waiting to attack an unwary enemy. Winged Dragon guarding the fortress Number 1. A dragon commonly found guarding mountain fortresses. Its signature attack is a sweeping dive from out of the blue. Summon Skull. Man, that card is cool. A fiend with dark powers for confusing the enemy. Among the fiend-type monsters, this monster boasts considerable force. Armored Lizard, a lizard with very tough blade, very tough hide, and a vicious bite. Larva Moth. This monster cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be special summoned by triggering Petite Moth on the second of your turns after Petite Moth has been equipped with Cocoon of Evolution. I remember this being like a headache to play. There's so much, and so many things going on with like the insects. It's like why I played it all. Harpy Lady with the censored artwork, I'm pretty sure. The human-shaped animal with wings is beautiful to watch, but deadly in battle. Harpy Lady's Sisters. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card can only be special summoned by by the effect of Elegant Agnist. We'll see that in a second, I guess. Kosi. Whatever this dude is. A man hunter with powerful arms that can crush boulders. Cocoon of Evolution. You can equip this card from your hand as an equipped spell to a face-up Petite Moth on the field. If equipped, the attack and defense Cocoon Evolution is applied to Petite Moth. Did we see Petite Moth yet? I don't think so. Armored Zombie. This warrior blindly swings a deadly blade with devastating force. Mask Doctus. Flip. Select one trap card from your graveyard. Add that selected card to your hand. White Magical Head. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent's life points, you can discard one card randomly from his or her hand. Big Eye. Flip. See the top 5 cards of your deck. Arrange them in any order desired and replace them on top of your deck. Oh, Black Skull Dragon is so cool. Summon Skull Red Eye Spike Dragon, 3200 attack. Look how sick that card is. Wow, this card gives me so much nostalgia too. I want to use this card in battle. It is so cool. Mass Sorcerer. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent's life points, draw one card from your deck. I really gotta go back and make like an actual good Red Eye Dragon deck. Red Eye Spike Dragon deck. I mean, the cards are pretty good, but they're not like that good. But oh man, it's so cool. And there it is, the deadly Petite Moth. 1 star, 300 attack, 200 defense. A small but deadly creature is better off avoided. Step on it. Elegant Egotist. So this is the Harpy card. You can only activate this card when there are one or more Harpy Ladies on the field. Special Harpy Lady or sisters from your hand or deck. Sangha of the Thunder. What is Sangha? Like God though. Congratulations, Mountain River Sangha. What is a Sangha? I don't know. You can activate this card. This card's effect during your opponent's damage calculation. Make the attack of a monster attacking this card 0 during damage calculations. This effect can only be used once as long as the card means face up on the field. I'll use it one time. Kazejin, the wind person, isn't that it? Like wind person. Because Kaze is a wind, but then Jin isn't that person. Kaze Jin, can we do that? It's definitely a wind person or something, because this is a wind person, whatever. This is the same effect as the previous card, so we'll skip it. I think this one more is Suijin. Same effect. They have like the same attack and defense, not really. A little bit different. Mystic Lamp, this card. This monster can attack your opponent's life points directly. Wow, whopping 400 damage. Nice. second standby phase. Just restart that. You can only activate this card during your standby phase. Tribute this face-up card to select and destroy 2 face-up monsters with an attack of 1,000 points or less. Jinzo number 7. This monster can attack your bonus life point directly. Magician of Faith. Select the one spell card and give your add the card to your hand. OG. False Trap. You can only activate this card when your opponent uses an effective spell, trap, or effect monster to destroy trap cards in your side of the field. Destroy this card as a substitute. Trap cards. This just seems really useless. Destroy this card as a substitute. Trap cards and the other trap cards. Not destroy this card. Destroy. Bro, what is this card trying to do, man? Tribute to the Doom. This card, when a card from your hand, select one monster on the field, then destroy it. Soul Release. Select up to 5 cards from either you or your opponent's graveyards, remove them from play. Wait a minute. I guess it's not a quick effect. If it was a quick effect, that'd be so good, but yeah, I see. Sorry. The Cheerful Coffin. Describe the 3 monster cards in your hands in the graveyard. Nice. Change of Heart. Oh, it's the best card in the game. The best spell card in the game. Select one monster in your side, your opponent's on the field. Take control to select the monster to the end phase of this turn. Makura the Destructor. Such a cool looking art. During the turn, this card is sent to the graveyard. The owner of this card can activate trap cards from his or her hand. Right, that's okay, I guess. Exchange. Yo, this guy's trading a Frageki for a Time Wizard, a Pot of Greed, and a what is that? Dark Magician dog. But in return, he's getting a Mirror Force and half the pieces of Exodia. Dude, this is a crazy deal. Both players show their hands to each other and select one card from each other's hand. Add to select the card from your hand, and you can use it on this duel. In the duel. When these cards are sent to the graveyard, they are sent to the graveyard of the original owner. Okay. Mirror Goblin Official. You can only activate this card when your opponent's life points are 3,000 or less. Inflict 100 points of damage to your opponent's life point during each of his or his standby phase. Yo, that's evil. Gamble. You can only activate this card when your opponent's hand is 6 or more cards and your hand is 2 or less. Toss a coin and call heads or tails. If you call it right, draw until your hand is 5 cards. If you call wrong, skip your next turn. What? Okay. Skip your next turn. Not even like skip your draw phase, no. Skip your turn. Bro, that's tragic. Attack and receive. You can only activate this card when you take damage to your life points. Inflict 7 points of damage to your opponent's life points. Also inflict 30 points damage to your opponent's life points. Each attack and receive card in your graveyard. Okay. Solemn Wishes. Increase your life points by 500 points each time you draw a card or cards. The best solemn card. Skull Invitation. Each time a card is sent to the graveyard, inflict 300 points of damage to its owner's life points per card. Kinda spooky. The Bubonic Vermin. Oh my, look how bubonic it looks. It's like bubonicking right now. Look at them cheeks, bro. Flip, you can special summon one Bubonic Vermin from your deck and face on defense position. Shuffle your deck. Dude, that's OP. One of the best cards in the game. Burning Land. Destroy all the field spell cards in the field. Inflict 100 points of damage to each player's life points during their standby phase. Okay. Fairy Meteor Crush. When an equipped monster with this card, when a monster equipped with this card is attacks and at the attack that is higher than defense position. Dude, the wording on these is just wild. When a monster equipped with this card attacks an attack with an attack that is higher than the defense of a defense position monster, inflict the difference of battle damage to your opponent's life points. Limit removal of this card. Double the attack of all phase-up machine-type monsters that are on your side of the field when you activate this card during the end phase. Destroy all monster cards that are affected by this effect. Big risk, big reward. Reign of Mercy. Increase the life points of both players by 1,000. Monster Recovery. Unite one of your own monsters on and shuffle it. Draw the same number of cards that were your hand from the deck. This whole unite terminology, I don't know what they're doing. Shift. You can activate this card when your opponent designates one monster inside the field as a target of a spell, trap, or battle attack. Switch the target to another monster on your side of the field. Dimensional. Select one monster inside the field and remove it from play until your next end standby phase. When the monster is removed from play, the monster card of the selected monster, the monster card zone of the selected monster cannot be used. Ground. Collapse. Select two monsters on the monster card zones on the field. Neither player can use the selected zone. You cannot select the zone that is occupied by a monster. Oh. Wait a minute. What if you just played 3 of these or 2 of these even? That kind of seems spicy. Magic Drain. You can wait a minute. That actually seems so spicy. Because what if you choose, like, yeah, and then you play Relinquished Anima? Wait, that seems pretty spicy. Magic Drain. You can activate this card when your opponent activates a spell card. Your opponent can discard one spell card from his or her hand to negate the effect of this card. If your opponent does not negate the activation spell card, destroy your... Why would you ever play this? You could just play Solemn Judgment or something. Infinite Dismissal. Level 3 or lower monsters are destroyed during the end phase of the turn that they are normal summoned or flip summoned. Cool. Gravity Bind. All level 4 or higher monsters in the field cannot attack. Yup. Type 0 Magic Crusher. Discard one spell card from your hand and inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent's life points. I get what it's doing. Shadow of Eyes. You can only activate this card when your opponent sets a monster card in defense position. Change it to face-up attack position. If the monster card has a flip effect, it is not activated. The legendary Fisherman. What a dude. Who is that guy? Is that Mako? I think his name is Mako. Mako Tsunami. Yes. As long as Umi is face up on the field, this card is unaffected by any spell cards. Monsters on your opponent's side of the field cannot select this card as an attack target. Spicy. Sword Hunter. A monster destroyed by this card if, as a result of battle, becomes an equipped spell at the end of the battle phase. That increases the attack of this card by 200 points. It gets to be big. Drill Bug. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent's life points, you can select one Parasite card from your deck, shuffle the deck, and place on top of the deck. Deep Sea Warrior. As long as Umi is face up on the field, this card is unaffected by any spell cards. Thousand Eyes Idol. This dude was so creepy. So he's just a sack of like matter with like fake arms and legs and just a bunch of eyes. A wicked entity that controls the heart of men. Its thousand eyes are able to see and expand the negative influences in an individual's soul. What a murderer. Then Thousand Eye Restrict, and I cannot even read this, so we'll go down here. You need to relinquish in Thousand Eyes Idol as long as the card remains face up on the field. Other monsters cannot change their battle position or attack. Select one monster on your opponent's side of the field and equip it to this card. This effect can only be used once per turn, and you can only equip one monster at a time to this card. The attack and defense of this card become the same amount. The monster equipped to this card. If this card is destroyed by battle, the battle, the equipped monster is destroyed instead. What a busted card. I'm pretty sure this is still banned, right? I'm pretty sure. Hayabusa. What is Hayabusa? Something bird, right? Hayabusa. Oh, it's literally just falcon. That's a specific falcon. Hayabusa Knight. This card can attack twice during the same battle phase. Bombardment Beetle. Flip, pick up, and see one face down defense position monster cards on your opponent's side of the field. Oh yeah, if it is an effect, monster destroy it, and destroy it. Its flip effect is not activated, and if the card is not, returned to its original position. The 4-star Ladybug of Doom. Whoa, watch out. Flip effect, destroy all face at level 4 monsters on your opponent's side of the field. Oh, cool. Gradius. A high performance jet fighter with powerful capsules for variable attack capabilities. The Red Moon Baby. Oh, not this card again. The Red Moon Baby's like needs to get banned. Like now, you can special summon to your side of the field a monster destroyed and sent to the graveyard to show the battle by this card at the end. You can special summon yourself out of the field. A monster destroyed instant. The graveyard result of battle. This card cannot. At the end of the battle, it does something. The big moon baby is like distracting me. I gotta change it. Mad Sword Beast. When this card attacks with an attack that is higher than the defense or opponent's defense position monster, inflicted difference is battle damage. See how piercing. Goblin attack force. If this card attacks, it has changed defense position at the end of the battle phase. You cannot change this battle position until the end of your next turn. 4-star 2300 attack, pretty OP. The Fiend Mega Cyber. I don't know what I'm looking at, to be honest. You can special summon this card from your hand if your opponent has at least 2 more monsters in the field than you do. Kind of like a mini Cyber Dragon. Gear free the Iron Knight. When an equipped spell card is equipped this card, destroy the equipped spell. Insect Barrier. Your opponent cannot declare an attack with an insect type monster on his or her side of the field. Swordsman of Landstar. An amateur with a sword, this fairy warrior relies on its mysterious powers. Humanoid Slime. This slime apparently has some human genes in its genetic makeup. Man, what a throwback. Humanoid Slime. Worm Drake, yep. That's that crazy guy with like 1,000 earrings on his like face. That Merrick was controlling, I forgot his name. Yeah, he had Worm Drake too. Once this monster wraps itself around a victim, there is no escape. Humanoid Worm Drake, yup, humanoid worm. There's human slime and Worm Drake. Revival Jam, Revival Jam. Sorry, I'm getting late. I guess I'm getting tired, you can tell. When the card is sent to the graveyard, show the battle, you can pay 1,000 life points and special summon this card and face up defense position during next standby phase. That guy cheated. The guy that had the Slifer deck cheated. Amphibial Beast. On land or in the sea, the speed of this monster is unmatchable. Shining Abyss. This monster employs the power of both light and darkness, even though it's a light monster. Grand Tiki Elder. A mass monster that wields the most deadly of curses. The Masked Beast. Oh, what a throwback too. It can be ritual summon by using Curse of the Masked Beast. You must also offer whose total level stars 8 or more as a tribute from your hand, whichever revealed to your hand. Kind of like, almost like the original Synchros. Melchit, the 4-faced beast. This monster has 4 different masks for 4 different attacks, but we don't know what the other mask looks like. That's crazy. It could be anything. Nuvia, the Wicked. If this monster is his normal summon, destroy this card. If your opponent controls any monster, decrease the attack of this card by 200 points for each monster in your opponent's side of the field. If it's normal summon, destroy. What's happening here? Chosen One. Select 1 monster card and 2 non-monster cards in your hand. Your opponent randomly selects one among them. If its monster card is special summon, and send the remaining 2 cards to the graveyard. If it's not, send all the cards to the graveyard. Interesting. That's like a really bad, like, special summon. Mask of Weakness. Decrease the attack of one attacking monster by 7 points at the end of the turn. That's kind of bad. Curse of the Masked Beast. This card is ritual summoned. This card is used to ritual summon the Masked Beast. You must also attribute whose stars equal to 8 or more in the field or in your hand. Mask of Dispel. Select 1 face-up spell card in the field. The controller of this spell card takes 500 points of damage during each of your standby phase. When the card's removed from play, destroy this card. Mask of Restriction. You have neither player contribute any monster under any conditions. That's like a throwback. The Mask of Accursed. The monster equipped with this card cannot attack. The controller of any equipped monster takes 500 points of damage during each of your standby phases. Mask of Brutality. So many masks. Increase the attack of the monster equipped with this card by 1,000 points and decrease the attack by 1,000. Pay 1,000 life points in each of your standby phases if you do not destroy this card. Return to Doom. Discard 1 monster card from your hand to the graveyard. Return 1 of your monsters destroyed and send to your graveyard with the battle during this turn to your hand at the end of the turn. Okay. Lightning Blade. You can only equip this card to a warrior. The monster increase the attack of the equipped monster by 100 points and decrease the attack of a water monster monsters on the field by 500 points. Really like that artwork too. Tornado Wall. This card can only be activated when Umi is active on the field. As long as Umi remains face up on the field, any damage from attacking monsters during life points becomes 0. When Umi's removed from play, removed from the field, this card is also destroyed. Man, Umi's OP if you got it out. Fairy Box. Each time a monster on your opponent's out the field attacks, toss a coin and call heads or tails. If you call it right, the attacking monster's attack becomes 0 during the battle phase. Pay 500 life points during each your standby phase if you do not destroy this card. Torrential Tribute, yup, OP. You can only activate this card when a monster normal summon, flip summon, special summon, destroy monsters on the field. Jam Breeding Machine. During each your standby phase, special summon 1 slime token. It's got Aqua Monster with a 1500 attack and defense and attack positioners on the field. As long as this card remains face up on the field, you cannot normal summon, flip summon, special summon any other monsters except slime tokens. Jam Breeding Machine. Infinite cards. I love this card too. As long as the card remains face up on the field, there's no limit to the number of cards in both players' hands. Then Card of Destruction should be in here too. Jam Defender. When a monster on your opponent's out the field attacks a monster on your side of the field, and there's a face up revival jam inside the field, you can switch to attack targets to revive with jam. Card of Safe Return. This card's cool too. When a monster is special summoned to the field from your graveyard, you can draw 1 card from your deck. Actually, I'm thinking of some other card. Infinite. No. Card Destruction, I think I'm thinking of. The Amazon Archer. Tribute 2 monsters on the field to inflict 1200 points of damage to your opponent's life points. That's such a weird 1200. Cool. Fire Princess. Each time you increase your life points, inflict 100 points of damage to your opponent's life points. Ooh. Spirit of the Breeze. As long as the card remains face up, attack position on your side of the field, increase your life points by 1000 points each of your standby phases. Dancing Fairies. As long as the card remains face up in defense position on your side of the field, increase your life points by 1000 points each of your standby phases. Okay. Cure Mermaid. As long as the card remains face up on your side of the field, increase your life points by 800 points each. A lot of life gain. Hysteric Fairy. Tribute 2 monsters on the field to increase your life points by 1000. Okay. The Forgiving Maiden. Tribute this face up card turn to your hand. One of your monsters destroys as a result of the battle this turn. Saint Joan. Saint Joanne. Joanne. Or is it Joan? Saint Joanne. Need the Forgiving Maiden and Marie the Fallen One. Did we see Marie yet? I don't think so. There's Marie. Oh damn. As long as the card is in the graveyard, increase your life points by 200 points through each of your standby phases. Kinda looks sad. I can't tell, like, is it like a mask? Like, I'm so confused. Oh well. Jar of Greed. Draw 1 card from your deck. Ooh, spicy. Scroll of Bewitchment. Select 1 attribute. Change the attribute of the equipped monster to 1. Yeah, that's a bad card, I think. United We Stand. Who are these people though? Increase the attack and defense of the equipped monster by 100 points. Increase the attack of the equipped monster by 100 points for each face-up monster you control. Cool. Mage Power. Increase the attack and defense of all equipped monsters by 100 points for each spell and trap card on the field. The Portrait's Secret. A portrait cursed by the artist. It is said to bring all fortune to anyone who owns it. Oh, ill fortune to anyone who owns it. The Gross Ghost of Fled Dreams. That reminds me of like the Flying Dutchman, sort of. The monster feeds on dreams of an unwary sleeper, dragging the victim into eternal slumber. Okay, we'll skip that one. I don't. Yeah, nice, relaxing ASMR video helping you go to sleep. Let's just read that card. The Headless Knight. The haunted spirit of a falsely accused knight who wanders in search of truth and justice. Earthbound Spirit, a vengeful creature formed by the spirit of fallen warriors. It drags anyone who dare approach into the deepest bowels of the earth. Dang. The Earl of Demise, the gentleman creature. This gentlemanly creature is extremely wicked, feared by man and fiend alike. Then back to Penguin Knight. Wow, we actually did it in about an hour. Wow, 250 cards. I mean, I think I rushed a little bit, but I'm tired. Very tired. hopefully you enjoyed the Dark Beginning number 1. That means there's more Dark Beginning number 2s and 3s and 4s. So next time, what's the next set? The Rise of Destiny. Oh wow, this is the last set in the first like arc of Yugioh, right? The creator, I remember him. Yeah, wait, Harpy Girl. What? I'm so confused. Are these in the original? Monkey Smackdown. It has to be the 2004 series, so Rise of Destiny's a lot. Wow, we actually did a lot. Maybe not, but cool. Anyway though, I hope you enjoyed. Hope you found it nice, relaxing, and chill. Stay tuned for the next episode. Probably in a few weeks, we'll do Rise of Destiny. Take care, everybody.